to Ardvi Sura Anahita and the waters. 1. I will praise the water, Ardvi Sura Anahita, the wide flowing, as it is, and healing in its influence, efficacious against the of us, devoted to Ahura's lore, and to be worshipped with sacrifice within the corporeal world, furthering all living things, and holy, helping on the increase and improvement of our herds and settlements, the holy, and increasing our wealth, holy, and helping on the progress of the province, holy as she is. 2. Ardvi Sura Anahita, who purifies the seed of all male beings, who sanctifies the wombs of all women to the birth, who makes all women fortunate in labor, who brings all women a regular and timely flow of milk. 3. Ardvi Sura Anahita, with a volume sounding from afar, which is alone equal in its bulk to all the waters which flow forth upon the earth, which flows down with mighty volume from high Hukairia to the sea Vaurukasha. 4. And all the gulfs in Vaurukasha are stirred when it falls down. All the middle doth well up when Ardvi Sura Anahita rushes in, when she plunges foaming into them, she whose are 1,000 tributaries, and 1,000 outlets, and each as it flows in or rushes out is a 40 days' ride in length to a rider mounted well. 5. And the chief outlet to this one water, Ardvi Sura Anahita, goes apart, dividing to all the 7 Karshvars, continents. And this outlet to my river, Ardvi Sura Anahita, bears off its waters always in summer and in winter. This my river purifies the seed of men, the wombs of women, and the women's milk. 6. Of the saints Pravacious now draw near, to those of the saints who live or have lived, of those born or yet to be born, yea, let them come near to which have borne those waters upstream from the earliest ones that lie below as the outlet pours away. 7. Let not our waters be for this man of ill intent, of evil speech, our deeds are conscious. Let them not be for the offender of a friend, not for the insulter of a Magian, not for one who harms the workman, nor for one who hates his kindred. And let not our good waters, which are not our only good, but best and most made, help on the man who strives to mar our settlements, which are not to be corrupted, nor him who would mar our bodies, our uncorrupted selves. 8. Nor the thief, our bludgeon-bearing ruffian, who would slaughter the disciples, nor a sorcerer, nor a barrier of dead bodies, nor the jealous, nor the niggard, nor the godless heretic who slays disciples, nor the evil tyrant among men. Against these may our waters come as torments, as destructive. May these come, may they come to him who has done those first foul evils, as to him who does the last. 9. O waters, rest still within your places, while the invoking priest shall offer. Shall not the invoker make offering to these good waters, and with the inculcated words? And how shall this be done? Shall he not be tongue-fettered if he offers else than with the ritual? Shall not the words be so delivered as the Aithrapa'ate teaches? Where shall the blessing be inserted? Where the supplications with the confessions? Where are the gifts of those that offer? 10. It shall be only thus, as Ahura Mazda showed before to Zarathustra, and as Zarathustra taught the corporeal worlds, the men on earth. Thou shalt pray the verse petition to the waters, O Zarathustra, and after that thou shalt offer the Zaathras to the waters, sanctified and sought out with pious care, and thou shalt pronounce these words, as follows thus. 11. O ye waters, I beseech of you this favor, and grant me this, great one, in whose bestowal ye flow down to me, for the bettering of my state. With a never-failing truth, O ye waters, I beseech of you for wealth of many kinds, which gives power to its holder, and for an offspring of self-dependent, whom multitudes will bless, and for whose wasting or defeat, our death, our vengeful punishment, our overtaking, known praise. 12. And this do I beseech of you, O waters, this, O ye lands, and this, ye plants, this wealth and offspring, I beseech of you, ye bountiful immortals, who rule aright, and who dispose of all aright, O ye good beings, male and female, givers of good things, and this I beseech of you, O ye beneficent, mighty, and overwhelming Pravacious of the saints, and this of thee, O Mithra of the wide pastures, and of this of thee, O blessed and stately, O blessed and stately Sir Asha, and of thee, O Rashnu, the most just, and of thee, O fire Ahura Mazda's son, and of thee, O lofty Lord, the royal Apamnapat of the fleet horses, of you all, ye Yazads, bestowers of the better gifts and holy. 13. And this do ye therefore grant me, O ye holy waters, and ye lands. 14. And grant me likewise, but still greater than this all, and still better than this all, and more beautiful, and more exceeding and precious, and that is immortality and welfare. O ye Yazads, holy and ruling mightily, powerful at once, and grant it speedily according to the Gathic word, yea, by veritable grace, let that be done, for us, which is most promotive of our weal. 15. And according to this further word again, grant me, thou, who art the maker of the kind, the plants, and the waters, immortality, and likewise weal. O Ahura Mazda, thou most bounteous spirit, and grant me these two eternal gifts through thy good mind in doctrine. 16 through 18 is as Yasna 15 verse 2 and Yasna 56 verses 3 and 4. And so before we get into a further, I think we're going to combine a couple Yasnas into one program here. It's important to note that we are created right the first time. Famed from afar is sounding from afar in verse 2. In verse 1, the Pahlavi has gone or guya, in which latter care, the meaning springs, would be better. And sides is the literal translation of the gulfs in verse 4. And women's milk Dharmasteter Ban Yast 1 through 5 touches upon some of that. Drawing in vapors for the supply of the waters by the rain is, the outlet that pours away. Not for an insulter of a Magian. Now, are we talking about a tribe, or are we talking about, like as we talk about the word magician, from its roots of a skilled individual? ED is at the end of verse 8, as to him who does the last. So the first and the last, it's not just we're created right, it's we're inactive with these things. The waters rest, so, there's a permissibility of speaking to the present. Also, the poetic form, which is not quite the same thing, just like all this family language stuff. I mean, the fire is not literally like a son of God. It's the, I can't help but think there's got to be something more to it linguistically, but to its holder, powerful. And some of the names we're mentioning are in the feminine. But that doesn't mean that these light beings are females. For example, the unfallen angels, Ahuras and Yasatas, whatever. O ye holy waters and ye holy lands, from verse 13. We are, okay. Here we repeat as from above, O ye to plants, O ye givers of the better thing and the holy. And so verse 16 through 18, the Ahuna and the Eshem Bohu follow that. And let's just throw these two in here. To the Ahurian one, I am now offering this Za'athra here with sanctity together, with the Ha'ama and the flesh, and the Hadha Na'epata lifted up with sacred regularity as to thee, O Ahurian one, for this propitiation of Ahura Mazda, of the bountiful immortals, of Sra'asha, obedience, the blessed, and of the fire of Ahura Mazda, the ritual's lofty lord. For two, refer to Yasna 7, 5 through 19, 3, Yasna 22 and 28, 24 to 27, Yasna 67. Spiegel has 66. 1 through 4, see Yasna 23, 1 through 4, replacing I desire to approach with sanctity by I offer with sanctity. See also Yasna 7, verse 24. 5 through 7, Yasna 38, 3 through 5. And let's go back here. We got some notes here. Okay, Yasna 50, verse 11, Yasna 51, verse 6, the Ahuna, the area follows, and okay, I think that's it. So, but remember that Ardvi Sura Anahita, in reference to that, see Yasna 68, verse 10, where the good waters are addressed as Ahurian ones of Ahura, are for a blessing. And, godly. Godly doesn't mean that these things are gods. It means, of the holy ritual order, as we've been talking about.